When I hear the word trap, it makes me think of
hustle.
Drugs, gangs.
Traveling to sleep at night.
robbery, an area in the hood,
Like the streets is a trap.
People trap to make more money.
liquor stores.
Abandoned houses. Trying to get money.
Anything like that takes their minds off of education, school, or trying to achieve their goals in life.
Yes, the community, the society, everybody plays their part in kind of like helping the trap maintain itself. Some of them put bait in the trap. They just throw bait down there to get people trapped. And people don't know it's a trap, so they just go for the bait. The bait here is money. For an individual who has fallen into the idea that, you know, they can make it by hustling in the street. And let's say that they have this hustle that puts them at greater risk for incarceration. So he hustles for 3 years and he gets his paper, he does what he has to do, but at the end of 3 years, he gets locked up and he gets incarcerated for 3 years. The simple math will tell you if you made $50,000 in 3 years and you divide it by 3, it would have been easier for you to get a job at McDonald's. We're not seeing the long-term effect of what's going on because we're living short-term.
Some of the things that happen after you get released and when you're trying to do better for yourself, like me, I want to enlist in the military, and they say, you know, being that I'm a convicted felon, I can't sort of do that as of right now until I get a waiver pass, you know, all these other things like that. I'm currently on parole right now, and that's sort of a problem between being a convicted felon and also being on parole.
If we're all equal, then how do you decide who's the person that cleans up your store? How do you decide the person that you makes your sandwiches? How do you decide that if we're all equal? Why? I decide that by the choices that you make. So when you make a choice, 10 years later, I can tell you know what, you can't get this job, you can't get this license because when you were 15, you know, you did that. You know, we sit out here, we sell drugs, we rob, kill each other to buy things that people go to work for. You know, we sit here, put our life on the line every day to get a pair of products that someone that just went to work and now he can buy that.
Some people are going to get caught in the trap, they are, but it doesn't mean it's over.
This program allowed me to get my GED. To tell you the truth, I don't know if I would have been able to get my GED anywhere else because, you know, they did a lot of things for me and they looked out for me and accommodated me in certain areas that I really needed help in.
How did I get out? I think it was just realizing the game, seeing things for what it was. You know, I started, you know, reading more. Once you start learning, once you get knowledge, then you start thinking. And you start seeing things for what they really are.
I might come out tomorrow and say, you know something, I think I want to get my GED. So I get up in the morning, I'm trying to get my GED. The trap here is my homeboy who says, come on son, they got something going on over here, let's run down the block and do such and such and such. That's a small trap. I might say, you know something, I'm gonna skip school today because I'm gonna deal with this, but it may lead to some other outcomes that you may not expect. It's a trap.
Truly think about the choices that you make and weigh out the consequences of the choices that you make. And think about it, not in short term, about the here and now, think about it in later on down the line. Because when you rush through and you do things and then you later on gotta deal with the consequences and also the unseen consequences, it's not worth the choices that you made.
I just got my master's in May in public administration from John Jay, and I'm actually going to law school in September.
It's all about you wanting to change. If you don't want to change, then you're really not going to change. Someone could tell you all the things you want, but if you don't want it for yourself, nothing's really going to happen.
Life is like a test while you want to feel loot.